Hello everyone, my name is Leong. You can just call me Alex. And just a little bit information about myself. I'm from Pahang, will be turning 20 this coming November, and currently doing accounting and finance degree at Sunway. So the scholarship I'm holding right now is Jeffrey Cha Continuing Scholarship. And before entering degree, I was doing Foundation in Arts, FIA, just like all of you here. So in this video, I'm going to share with you some of my experience as well as tips on how you can excel in FIA. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I still remember when I first joined FIA, attending the orientation was the biggest fear of mine because, like traveling from another state, studying and living here alone, to be honest, I didn't know what to expect. So this kind of uncertainties have really forced me to step out from my comfort zone and start to communicate with strangers around. And of course, I'm really thankful that I've gained a lot of nice friends throughout my journey in FIA. And even though we have graduated for quite some times, but we will still hang out together when we have the free time as well. So after joining FIA, I can still recall that around the month of September or October, there was one recruitment going on regarding SFP student committee. And previously, I was still an introvert and I didn't really talk to other people much. But I don't know where I got the motivation from. I just signed up and tried my luck for that. And surprisingly, I got elected as one of the secretaries for the committee board under the year of 2018 and 2019. And that was the time it opened up a lot of chances for me to communicate with others, to organize events as well as to make new friends around. So during that term, some of the events which we have organized were t-shirt designing competition, Spirit Week, as well as SFP Sprint. And if you'd like to find out more, you can just check out SFP Student Committee Instagram page, which I'll put it here. And I think we have uploaded quite a good amount of videos as well as pictures for each of the events that we have organized. And I know being a student, sometimes it will be quite stressful when you are piled up with your assignments, your presentation, as well as progressive check. And I completely understand your feeling because me, myself, is also facing the same situation every semester as well. And being a scholar, some of you might even be more worried about whether you are able to maintain your scholarship, right? So moving forward, I'm going to share with you some of the general tips according to subjects which every one of you will be taking under FIA. So let's get into it. So first thing first, I know we are all students and sometimes we do procrastinate. It's okay for you to do so and it's completely fine to take a short break each time you have submitted your assignment. But try not to miss out any of the extra practices which have been provided by our lecturers, and try to also finish up the past year papers and complete the question in your manual as well, especially for your mathematics subjects. I know how thick your mathematics manual is, but please believe me, for math subject there's no shortcut to it, and please ensure that you practice well enough before you enter into the exam hall. And talking about mathematics, the compulsory subject under FIA, please practice on how you can solve the complicated question using your calculator, because for those of you who will be doing a business degree later, it will be really useful to you. As for English subjects, for the first 2 semesters, please utilize this time to brush up your English communication skills, because for me, I came from a SMJK and I'm not really used to an English speaking environment. So when I first joined FIA and having to communicate in English all the time, I actually struggle a little, but as time goes by and with sufficient practices, at least I have built up my confidence speaking right in front of the camera, right? So for your 3rd semester, if the syllabus is still the same, you'll be requiring to conduct your own research. And for this part, please ensure that you study the research components well, because at this stage, you will be building up your basic and foundation in research. Later, when you proceed to degree, in whichever subjects you take, of course, you are required to do an assignment. And in all assignments, citation is compulsory, whereby you will have to cite other people's work in supporting your arguments. So this is where you will apply the knowledge which you have gained in this subject practically. And lastly, for enrichment subjects, of course, To understand the content and context of the subject better, it is important for you to go through your lecture notes as well as your manuals. But for me, I think for subjects under this category, it is also equally important for you to go a little bit beyond the materials provided. So for example, in culture, idea and expression subjects, in order for you to come out with an opinion regarding an issue, I think it is vital for you to understand what is the argument for and against the issue. So for your answer to be more solid and constructive, you must read and understand more of a current issue and what is the society's stand on it. And with that, only you will be able to discuss your understanding critically in your exams. And because for subjects like this, it is not about how good you memorize, but rather it focuses on how good you argue your stand. And if you are able to do this, I'm pretty sure that you are going to do fine in your final exams. And yup, I think that's the general tips I have for you in each subject. And due to time constraints, I will not go in depth discussing the elective subjects, but just for quick information, I took both accounting paper in semester 1 and semester 2, microeconomics in semester 1, and macroeconomics in semester 3 as my elective subjects. And so if you guys have any questions regarding the things which I've mentioned just now, or you would like to find out more on how I survive in my elective subjects maybe, please feel free to just leave me an email at the address which I'll put it here, and for social media platform I'll put it right here. Okay, so yup, do say hi to me if you ever meet me at campus. And last but not least, good luck in your future and all the best in every of your assessment. Okay, see you.